And Ugandan agricultural products exports to China have significantly increased thanks to the improved Chinese investment in the East African nation. Several Ugandan varieties, including coffee, are being exported to China, thus generating a staggering $74 million in 2022. However, despite Uganda's recent substantial exports to China, some experts observe that the trade deficit is still massive, while urging the government to lobby for more access to the Chinese market. Here's more details of that in this report.
Coffee is now one of Uganda's major exports to China, and yet the country is known for a strong tea culture.
Coffee is now becoming a good product, a required product in China. You see, when a country develops, they begin consuming coffee. Coffee is a product of I have got some money.
It's not just coffee. Ugandan fruits, grains, oil seeds, albuminoids, modified starches, glues and enzymes are also making their way to China in increasing quantities. Overall exports to China grew to $74 million this year, up from $40 million last year. Uganda Export Promotion Board attributes this jump to increase Chinese investments in Uganda.
I've been encouraging them, come and produce for your home market because you know the requirements in your home markets.
The Chinese investors are focused on agro-processing, minerals and leather products, among others. Despite Uganda registering a record volume of exports to China, the trade deficit is still huge. According to the United Nations Comtrade database, Uganda imported $1.35 billion worth of Chinese goods in 2020. Trade experts are now encouraging Ugandan entrepreneurs to produce more goods targeting the Chinese market to try and close the gap. And experts say the Uganda government needs to negotiate for more access to China's high-value markets.
There is another trick. China produces for the client. If you are happy with this pen, they reproduce it at this level. If you want a much nicer pen, they will also produce that for you. So if they allow us to do that as well, our people will gradually improve.
The Uganda government is currently promoting import substitution by processing goods locally instead of exporting raw materials.
They are into instant coffee, and yet we are still exporting green bean. And now the government, so when you look at the government program and then look at what China is looking for the green bean because they already have factories, they have the machinery, they have the resources to do value addition and the brands to push their coffee.
Uganda plans to increase annual production of coffee to 20 million bags by the year 2025. And as the coffee culture deepens in China, Uganda hopes to make more money from one of its major exports.